Good morning, YouTube. We are getting ready for the gym. We just woke up, brushed our teeth, all that jazz. So now we're gonna make our supplements. Actually gotta wash my shaker bottle because I let that shit soak overnight. Now that that's done, put some water in it. Look at that trap, dude. Shoulders. Pop. Yeah, so today's shoulders and arms. We're gonna get that going. Oh. Waking up feeling dry as hell today. Our carb sources this morning for our workout fuel, we got an Uncrustable. I haven't had those since I was a kid, and just half a Pop-Tart that I froze overnight. I don't know, I like it a little better. But yeah, I need a little something before I work out because shit will hurt. Yeah, and then we're gonna come and prep our lunch and dinner for the next few days. Actually, I should probably take some meat out now. What do we want to have today? What do we want to have today? Ground beef or ground beef? I'm gonna try some ground turkey today, and don't want chicken. I ought to cook this chicken before it gets freezer burn. Alright, so chicken, ground turkey, and then I might as well do some ground sirloin as well. We're gonna be cooking. So I'm trying to maintain my weight, but I'm not trying to. I'm trying to recomposition it. So if I could be 230 and completely shredded, then I can gradually raise up to the weight that I want to be, which is like 240, 245, 250. But I want to be able to sit at that weight and cut down to the most granular level for a show. So I want to walk around looking good, not puffy. So all I gotta do is hop into a little bit of a cut and a prep, and I'll just be stage ready, like all the time. Like, it's not that hard to maintain. Like, I feel good. So hopefully we're doing today. I like mango bread. It just doesn't hit me the same. Let's say total war, but my total war is almost out. I think I've done 2 scoops total war today. Get a scoop of creatine in there too. Alright. I hate that I have to do that. 1 scoop. Two scoop. And we shake it. The vapors from the total were all getting me. I have been taking Microfactor during my workout with my BCAAs that I have right now, but I'm gonna throw the Microfactor. What's up, YouTube? Just got back from the gym. Took a little nappy, like about a little 30-minute nap. Now, it's an off day, so I'm about to play one game, kind of put my mind at rest a little bit. And then I'm gonna prep some meals for today and tomorrow. I don't really like prepping breakfast, but it's something that you can do. Just breakfast is just really quick to cook up or prepare, or even something like overnight protein oats. I like that a lot. Yeah, I mean, we just be chilling. Yeah, I wish my finger looked better, but you know, can it zoom? No. I didn't work on the focusing of this camera, but yeah, it still looks like shit. But it feels a lot better. My grip strength is back where I feel like it needs to be, but I still don't have like full, like I can bend these fingers like that, you know what I mean? Like that's like full bendability, and this one, it's almost there, but you can see this finger doesn't want to do a full bend at this knuckle, which it is what it is. They said it would be a couple months before it's like fully healed. And at least I'm feeling better now. I was ill for about a week. Hello again. It's almost time for the second workout of the day. I ordered some food off of Talabat. It's a Middle Eastern version of DoorDash or Uber Eats or what have you, but it's so much cheaper. Like, it's basically the same price as if I were to go into the store and order it myself, which is ridiculous. But I got a pretty big burger and a whole chicken and mashed potato and vegetable meal. I'm gonna eat this later, and then I'm gonna cook my
my food for tonight and tomorrow. My last meal for tonight, and I'm prepping 3 meals for tomorrow. So I'll be eating 4 meals plus the galley tomorrow. But Talabat comes in clutch. I'm gonna eat this burger, and then I'm gonna go do some cardio, and I'm gonna do a bit of biceps and triceps and a couple of curls. That's good. We're gonna run the rep. Ten each. Quick water break. Hammer curls on the bottom side. Only get 6 there. Okay. Those are ugly. Running the rack. I'm gonna reverse this. Good curls here. Now these ones. I'm gonna do reverse. And then we're gonna stop here because the rest is just too light. Oof. Let's do some tricep pull downs. Now we're gonna do some chin-ups, bicep focused. Do a reverse grip here. Nice and good. really wish I had somebody filming. Oh, we getting big. Oh. That's enough of that. Alright, it's much darker over here. This is the part of my workout where I'm doing cardio. I usually do this in the evening. It just works best for me. Most people like doing it in the morning first thing, but I prefer to knock out my strength training first thing. I don't know, it's how I've always been. I've tried doing it other ways, but this is what makes the most sense for me right now. If I'm going for PRs, I normally wait for my off day, and I'll eat a big breakfast. I'll wait a little while, and I'll go a little bit later in the day, but the focus has not been on PRs and shit like that because, well, I'm training more in the 4 to 6 rep range, usually 5, to get my strength up safely and more consistently. So that's my current kind of split. I'll explain that more in another video. I like to change my splits like every 6 weeks or so to kind of keep the body going, the body guessing, and I don't like placeboing. If things start to get too easy or I stop seeing progress, I reevaluate and start doing other things. So I'll sit here and do about, I don't know, 30 to 45 minutes of cardio, and then I'm gonna go get cleaned up, do some schoolwork, and edit this here video for YouTube, you know? I'm gonna try to, you know, well, try is probably a bad word. I'm going to be putting out more content, and I'm going to get this YouTube channel growing because I want to, you know, I want to spread my knowledge that I've gained over the past 12 or so years, and I want to kind of frame that in a way that is both slightly entertaining and motivating, but also teaches you something that you can take and use yourself, because I've been on all ends of the spectrum. I've been fat, I've been lazy. I've been basically borderline obese as a youth. I gained sympathy weight as a new father. I was anorexic for one point in time. I've been depressed. I've been all types of things. Super low testosterone. I've had a lot of adversity in terms of my body working against me, but I never let that stop me. I've just kept moving on. I've kept moving forward, and I've learned along the way things to do to combat all that negativity and turn that stress into positive action. And I think that's the best thing you can do. Identify problems and attack. You don't even need to know what the appropriate action is. You just need to attack, and you'll find that along the way. And I'm gonna try to make that easier to you with this channel. Especially if that problem you're facing happens to be your weight, or your lack of strength, or just lack of vision in general, because everybody deserves to be strong, fit, and prosperous individual. Everybody deserves that, but you gotta put the work in. It's not gonna come to you for free. Nobody's gonna give that shit to you, and there's not some magic pill you could take to just be thin or muscular or healthy. It's a constant, everyday struggle. And I share this last parting moment with you, is life is a struggle. You want to struggle and get better, or keep with the same struggle? I'd pick a new struggle every day, and build the strength up to fight future struggles, you know? Because I don't want to be 50 and look like I'm 70 and immobile and giving up on life. No, I want to do this shit until I'm dead. Hopefully that's, past 90, but it's possible. I'm taking the steps now to ensure my health remains optimal as I age. I'm 29, my 20s are about to be gone, and I want to show everybody that turning 30 is not the fucking end of the world. It's the start of the next fucking 20 years of vitality, and you just have to do the things. You have to put in the work to get the benefit. You get what you put out of it, you get back what you put into it, and you'll be a better, happier human. So I'll catch y'all when I'm making dinner. Well, I can't cook without clean dishes, so I don't have a dishwasher, but somehow the dishes are done. It's called using your hands. Anyway, I need some more caffeine because the copious amounts of pre-workout that I've had today has not been enough. I'm gonna make a cup of instant coffee. It's very common here to make instant coffee, but yeah, I'm gonna make the coffee, and before I do that, I'm going to put the rice on. Got my chicken and the ground turkey that's been thawed out already. It is late, but I'm gonna cook to set myself up for success tomorrow, and I'm also going to make some overnight oats. I need to grab something real quick. Alright, so the way I make rice is pretty easy. I have a rice cooker. Alright. You can't fuck this up. I make sure I remember to turn on my filter, because the water here is shit and it will give you the shits literally. Where's my rice? Yeah, I learned that up the hard way when I first got here. So, so it's 1 cup of rice, or a little over 1 cup of water for every cup of rice. This is sweet rice. You would normally turn this into sticky rice, but I prefer the consistency of this when it's made just like regular rice. I don't know, it's very similar to like mashed potatoes almost. It's very soft and easily digestible. I'm gonna do about 1.5 cups of this. I could measure it out, but I'm not going to. Being too lazy today. Anyway, so it's really cheap. I like it. It's the best kept secret. The nutrient profile is about the same as regular rice, give or take. But it is significantly softer when it's cooked. All you gotta do is put it on rice cooker for the normal amount of time that you would cook rice, and you essentially let it sit for an extra 5 minutes. If you're gonna make it the sweet rice way, you would soak it for like an hour in water and then do it. But we're not rinsing this rice at all. We don't rinse this rice. So since it was 1.5 cups of rice, I'm gonna do about 1.5 cups of water, or a little over 1.5 cups of water. So almost 2 cups. That's almost it. And then I would do a stirring utensil, but my hands are clean. Just make sure it's all broken up. And a good rule of thumb is when the water turns white, and you can easily move all the grains around, because you don't want it sticking together prematurely. So it should look like that. Mind the mess because everything's out. You put it on your rice cooker. You put the top on, and you press this button, and you wait. This toaster's the best. Alright, for the coffee, I'm just gonna get some hot water from my fancy water cooler. It's got a hot water button. And as long as it's plugged in, I don't know how the fuck it works. It just does. It gives me perfect temperature of water to make instant coffee. And then for the coffee, ooh, that's a miss. I just grab. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Starbucks instant coffee. So this one is like a powder, right? This one is hard as fuck. I don't know if you can hear a snap. Yeah, so this one is like a solid brick. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's defective. I don't know. Not buying these again, but 2 out of the 8 that's in the pack were duds, and I don't like that. If I pay for it, I should be able to use it. That's just my, my thought. But I guess Starbucks decided that they were just gonna fuck me with that one. And they're like, oh, you're using instant coffee instead of coming into a Starbucks? I mean, I could literally walk to a Starbucks, but I don't want to. Why do that when I could just make it right here? Alright. And for my coffee, I just keep it simple. I keep it real simple. Some honey. Throw some honey in there. I'm almost out of this one, but I got another one right here because honey is the goat, especially for like oats, pancakes, coffee, pretty much anything. It's an extra, very clean sugar source, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And then some sugar-free vanilla syrup, a little bit of that, not too much, and some milk. Because for some reason, creamer's hard to come by here. It's like 13, 14 bucks for a thing of creamer. Could do half and half, but full fat milk tends to do the trick. And there's no, like I know it's milk, but there's nothing else in it. And it's hasn't steered me wrong yet. Need to figure out an angle for this camera because I don't think it's the best angle for what I'm about to do, but oh, that's good. Alright. So now that my rice is cooking, we're gonna cut up our chicken. I guess I'll go ahead and spray my pan. So I got ground turkey that I'm gonna cook in this pan. And then the chicken I'm gonna cook in this bigger pan. And this is just avocado oil spray. If you're using any other oil to cook with at high temperatures besides avocado oil, you're wrong. Avocado oil is the cleanest burning oil and it's good for high smoke points. Everything else, extra virgin olive oil. I don't typically use that for when I'm cooking meat. I normally just use that for when I'm cooking eggs or putting it as a topping for, like I like to put it over rice and stuff like that for a little bit of extra calories. But does this thing get any higher? Can't see my beautiful hair anymore. Alright. I think that works, but then you can't. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. But anyway, don't use vegetable oils, don't use canola oils, don't use any of that shit because it affects your hormones, it affects your protein synthesis, it affects a lot of shit, and then there's some studies that prove that it is linked to obesity, heart disease, and a slew of other health reasons. So just stay away from vegetable oils like canola oil, safflower oil, all that jazz, right? Don't, like, good rule of thumb is the 3 oils that are safe or safer that I would recommend, that the ones that the only ones that I use is extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, and sometimes coconut oil. Coconut oil has a slew of benefits, not just for cooking but for your overall health as well, like your oral health, and you can put it on your skin to keep it moist. Yeah, so remember that. Oils, important. Just removing the seed oils from your diet, you'll see a big difference in the quality of your energy. Fuck. So I'm just gonna cut this open. Hopefully it's completely thawed out. Left it out for a while and I stuck it back in the fridge. These are just tenderloins. These are just fucking baby tenders, and there's still ice on them. Fuck me. That's alright. I'll cut it up anyway, so it cooks more even. Yeah, I actually might need to let this sit out for just a wee bit longer because some of these are still frozen. Damn, I really wanted to show you a trick with these. So these are tenders. I might not need to cut them, but I do want to show you what you can do with a fork because it's pretty gnarly.
But I'm just gonna move that to the side here. While we wait on it to thaw a little more. But I suppose I can start cooking the ground turkey here. 'Cause why not? Put that thing on 5. I don't know, I'm probably weird for this, but I start heating up the pan. I like to put this stuff in almost right away. Just so I can season it in the pan. Oh, look at that, we're just squeezing it out. Yeah. Ready to get a spatula. Ground turkey is very, very digestible, and I fancy it a lot. I don't really fancy this brand a lot because it has a higher fat content than some, but it works. So what I do is I mush it up. Get it nice and flat while the pan's heating up. Make sure there's no plastic pieces in there from the packaging. And then I start seasoning it. What am I doing? I keep it stupid simple because I'm kind of basic with it. Just use some complete seasoning. This is Badia. Just so I can get a nice coating in there. Adobo on everything. Filipino in me. Oops. And everything and on everything. Some extra garlic powder because garlic is life. And onion powder. Just a little bit. If they ever act up on me, just gotta beat them a little bit. There we go. I'll say that for the chicken. I'll say my Creole seasoning for the chicken. And then once you season it, I just kind of mush it up again. So kind of evenly distribute that seasoning. If you're extra lazy, you can just use a taco pack or like one of those seasonings, but I've had these for forever and I just throw it on everything because I just want it to be edible. I'm not trying to be a 5-star chef here, or I'm not impressing nobody, it's just me. So I'm pretty basic when it comes to food because I view it as a source of fuel. It fuels these, and these, and these. So, really, damn it. Fucking seasoning all over the floor now. I'm seasoning my feet. If anybody wants seasoned feet pics, there's a link in the description. I'm just kidding. So that's going, the rice is going, the chicken's thawing. What to talk about? Well, so here's the thing. I want to be Mr. Olympia in the classic division. I think I can do it. In fact, I know I'm going to do it. It's going to take a lot of work. It's
It's gonna take a lot of prep time, and over these next 6 months, it's just building my base back up, building my strength up, building my endurance up, and getting as shredded as possible, but getting to a weight that would allow me to cut and be at the appropriate weight for my height, which is 6 foot. That's 230 is my max. If I do enough spinal decompressions, I might be able to get 6'1", so I could hit 240. But right now I'm at 230, and I got a little bit. I'm not lean. I'm not stupid lean. I'm actually pretty pudgy, but we're working on it. I'm using First Form app to kind of better track my intake and outtake of calories and my macronutrients, all that jazz, right? It's been helping me stay on the straight and narrow, even though I haven't been using it as much as I want to. I'm ramping that back up. Also, the Galley Huron base has been very beneficial in helping me because I can get a high volume of food for a very low cost once or twice a day. Some days I go, some days I don't. Even if I eat my own food, I still go over there because I can take it to go. I can have a really big portion. It's a great asset that I have. But yeah, food's the most difficult part, you know? But if you make it more complicated than it needs to be by doing a bunch of fancy shit in the kitchen, then it's going to be even more complicated. So I keep it stupid easy. Most of my meat is ground up. Either ground turkey, ground chicken, ground beef. Occasionally I get some steak or some bulgogi or other cuts of meat, but I found that the easiest way to get the shit down, quick in a hurry, is eggs, ground meats, sometimes chicken, but I'd prefer to just have it all ground if I could be honest, because if you're eating 5 to 6 times a day and you're taking 1 to 2 protein shakes a day, it's a lot of food. It's a lot. And then in the morning, eggs and oatmeal or eggs and grits. You get tired of eating at some point, and you're just like, what's one meal missed? And that's difficult, because if you miss the meal, then it sets you back. I'm not saying one meal will set you back indefinitely, but it doesn't help you in reaching your goals. If you got big goals, you need to do big work. So that's what we're doing. We're on the road to the Olympia, but there's stepping stones before I even get there. The first is a debut show that I'm going to do the end of this year or beginning of early next year. And then I got to continuously compete until I win a couple shows and get my pro card. I don't foresee much of any problem in getting the pro card. It's just once I get the pro card, that's going to be where I need to shift gears, maybe get a coach, and start to take things even more seriously than I am now. Yeah, so I'm starting the YouTube today to document the journey, and me coming from somebody who's been through all walks of the fitness life, from anorexic to the fat kid to the fat dad. Like, I've been in a broad spectrum of different statuses in my life. Today I'm the fittest I've ever been, the strongest I've ever been, and just in the best mindset I've ever been. I'm 29 years old. I'm feeling better now than I was when I was 22, 21, 19, 23, all those ages. Like, nothing compares to how I feel right now, and I'm going to capitalize on that and keep that going until I'm 40, 50. So the best, and I need to remain competitive to do so. And like, it's just a desire and a dream of mine to be on that stage and win those titles, so I can give back to the community that helped me get to where I am today.
And along with that, feedback is always welcome. It'll get listened to, but it might not get followed. That's just my judgment. No hard feelings. But I will look and take into consideration any and all feedback, and I really appreciate it. I know I need to get better at this whole talking thing. That's why I'm kind of just rambling on. And I also need to get better at film angling. Like it's hard because my kitchen is so small that I don't fit in the whole frame with what I'm doing. And my tripod is not the best, but we'll work it out. We'll fine tune things. We'll get it right, and things will be good. Like the first day I started filming, I recorded everything on S&Q mode, the slow and quick mode, and everything was everything was half speed and no sound. So I had to just scratch it off. That set me back about 4 days because I had to work the weekend and working 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. doesn't really give much time for filming a whole day's worth of content and editing it and posting it. So unfortunately, I'm kind of stuck to off days for this, but I'm gonna work around that and see if there's some way that I can pre-film some content and post it on the days that I work. I want to remain consistent, and I want to give value where I can, give some motivation where I can, because this stuff is easy if you actually take the time to learn for yourself. Or if you don't want to do the thinking, hire somebody to think for you and just take action on what they say. Might be a shameless plug for later, you never know. I am not opposed to helping people, but my time is valuable, so if there's a desire for some one-on-one interactions in a professional setting, I don't mind talking to people one-on-one. Like, my Discord is open, but if you want me to spend time tracking you and deliberately giving you a plan to follow and keeping up with you and basically holding your hand through the process, I haven't figured it out compensation for that, but when I do offer that, it'll be available. I've trained, I'd say about 10 to 12 people directly. They've achieved great success, but yeah, I guess at that time I felt like I wasn't giving them enough, and I was getting deployed and all this other stuff, so I kind of just set that in the back burner. But I'm open to the whole virtual thing, and it wouldn't be something that's going to be ridiculously priced. But at the end of the day, I want to provide a value that you can consume for free. And I'm working on my Discord right now. There's going to be a whole server with the things that I'm doing. And while they're the things that I'm doing, it's tailored towards my body type and my goals. So you can take them and tailor them to yourself, or you can just see what I'm doing. And I'll give you what I've done in the past in certain aspects of my life to get away from those things, and it might help you a little bit too. But I'm gonna pause it here so I can get rid of that, and I will show you what I'm gonna do with these chicken when it thaws, because I have to wait, unfortunately. Alright, I hope my chicken is thawed enough, but I want to show you this hack, and then I'll spare you the details with the cooking. Let's see if I can angle this right, because I am horrible with camera angles and I need to get better with it. But
We're gonna work through it. Let me make sure I don't get nothing in my coffee. Alright, so the reason why they're called tenders is because they have a tendon. Run out through the middle of just about each of them, and you find it. Some of them don't have a very big one. This one doesn't appear to have one. Some of them don't, that's fine. But the ones that do, like this one, that right there. You see that? That little thingy thing right there? Yeah. That's just so tough, and when it doesn't do anything when you cook it, but you just grab a hold of it, sometimes you put it in the middle of the fork, like so, and then I'm gonna use my right hand because it's a bit stronger. You just grip it. Oh fuck, slimy. But you just grab it and then you pull it. Sometimes it will get away from you, but you just pull it, and then once you get it out, now you got a nice chicken piece that will cook very well, and you won't have to deal with cutting that little tendon out when you go to eat it.